Hello my fellow YouTubers, this is Kurt from the Kurt's Place channel here again. I'm going to bring you another special video. This is going to be a video that's going to explain, Lester's going to show what his Corvette looks like, the convertible one that you see in the drive-along videos. If you haven't got a chance to check them out, definitely check out the ride-along videos, the dash cam videos, ride-along in the white Corvette. Lester's going to actually show you what his Corvette looks like so you can see it up close and personal, exactly what it has and the different features that it has. Lester, go ahead and tell everybody about your car, tell them what your car is.
Okay, first off, it's a 1973 Corvette with a 72 back half on it. Of course, Corvette guys that know your history with Corvettes, they didn't have the convertible in 79. They stopped making the convertible in 75, but basically the one guy who I bought it off of actually put the body conversion to make a convertible out of it. As you can see, you get the 72 back half.
Yeah, as you can see, the back. You notice the back is different than the front on this car.
And of course, you can see that the front.
So what was the back again, Lester?
Back was a 72.
Okay, so the back's 72.
And the front is a 79.
Okay, and we're going to zoom around to the front so you can see what the front looks like. And the front's 79. As you can see, this looks absolutely awesome with the sun on it. It looks really, really sharp, huh? All right, we'll get some shots of the interior too. And
all right, of course, got the heart of the beast here too.
Yeah. All right, let's just go and tell us a little bit about what you have in here powering this white lightning, as we call it.
Yeah, well, basically, it's powered by a 350 HO crate motor, pushing out about 330 to 350 horsepower, which is considerably more what the stock motor put out. The stock best they put out was only 220. And of course, obviously, it's got the newer heads on it, and of course, it's got headers. Nice set of hooker heads on it. Holly carburetor and a GM Performance intake manifold.
Okay, and as you can see, now Lester just had a new carburetor put on this too. Just recently, he had a new carburetor put on now, so now it's running even better than ever. I'm going to show you another angle from the other side too. It also has air conditioning on, which is another option that's really cool to have in a car like this, is air conditioning.
And also a rare option.
Yeah, so that's the other thing too. It's a rare option as well. As you can see, it's pretty clean. You know, it's pretty nice under there. He really takes a lot of time and effort to do that. We're going to go ahead and show the interior next.
Okay, basically had the interior redone about 3 years ago. It is a 4-speed, which only 4200 Corvettes and 79 were actually came with a 4-speed manual.
I'll come around here to this side so we can see it even better. Okay. There you go. Now you get a good idea of it. All right, let's tell us a little bit about the interior too.
Yeah, basically it's the original interior, red interior. It's been reupholstered and recarpeted. I also upgraded the red radio. It's got an Alpine HD BT 149, which is best of the single DIN units that they had available for the vehicle. I also upgraded the rear speakers, put it in a set of Kenwoods that really push out a considerable amount of juice to the sound system, which obviously Kurt was complimenting the sound system on the ride-along video.
Yeah, and as you can see, the center console is really nice with the Corvette logo, and the seats also are red, which goes perfectly with the white, as you can see. And the red also goes into the door panels as well, if you can see in the videos there. It goes into the door panels as well.
And also the radio does have iPod controls, and it's also powered by a Alpine 445 power pack amp, which basically is a plug-in unit, so you don't have to worry about doing any extra wiring or anything to make it work. Right,
and as you can see there too, Lester recently put a new panel in where the gauges and things are as well. So you can see that looks pretty awesome too. So as you can see, this is a pretty darn nice car, and you'll see the reason why I like riding in these videos so much. Lester, did you have anything? Did you want to show them anything else on the car while we're at it?
Pretty much also have the torque thrust wheels that were
okay.
When I bought it, 16-inch. Which actually gives it more meat on the road. These cars originally came with 15-inch wheels. Of course, the other interesting thing about this too, it's got 4-wheel disc brakes, which was a standard option on the Corvette, along with independent rear suspension.
We'll do a complete walk around of the car so y'all can see it from 360-degree view. So you can see the stance on that. One of the things I really like about this car too is I love these wheel flares. The flares in the back. I always love the way the flares and everything work. And also, if you look at the front of the car, another thing too that's unique is the way that the hood and everything comes out on the front. Very, very unique to have that on the car, on a Vette like that. It's one of the things I've always really liked about it is the fact that how clean everything is on this car. Yeah, so you get a pretty good idea now what Lester's white lightning looks like. So now when you see it in the videos now, you know what it looks like during the daytime. All right, Lester, do you have anything else to say before we close out our video?
No, that's pretty much it. Ready to rock.
Good afternoon, my fellow friends of YouTubers. This is Kurt, and welcome back to the Kurt's Place channel here on the YouTube. We have a beautiful Saturday here, and I'm actually going to be reviewing Lester's new 2003 Corvette called the Gray Beast in this video. I'm actually going to go and show you the outside of the car. We're also going to show you the interior and the engine as well. And I also want to thank you guys again, by the way, for your support here on the Kurt's Place channel. Let's check out Lester's Gray Beast. Here we got Lester here, and Lester. This is Lester's new car. Really nice, guys. This is a beauty. Now this actually is replacing the one that he had before. I'm still going to leave the videos of Lester white lighting. We'll still be leaving those videos on the channel as well. This is going to be Lester's new Corvette he wants to show us today in this video. All right, Lester. So tell us a little bit about the Gray Beast.
All right. First off, it's a 2003 Corvette that I just purchased right before Christmas. It's definitely got quite a bit more power than about the same amount of power as the White Lightning did, with a few nice little added amenities like fuel injection and a 6-speed transmission, where White Lightning, as y'all know, had the carbureted setup with the 4-speed transmission, and of course both manual, which is definitely my recommendation. But then again, those that aren't able to handle the manual or prefer the automatic, no fault to you. Just the manual for those that can handle it is a lot more fun.
And guys, I wanted to mention to you, it took Lester a while to find this car. This wasn't what he just picked up. This car took, he spent a while. How long did you spend, Lester, looking for this car to find it? It took a while.
I'd say about 3 months it took me to find it, because the one thing that was always the higher desirable versions were the convertibles with the 6-speed manuals. I found plenty of them that had 6-speed, but the removable top, but not the convertible top. And most of the ones I found that were convertibles were automatics. So basically, I was trying to find the right combination where they had the manual transmission and the convertible top.
And that's the key here, guys. It's the right combination. That's what the hard part was, finding this car. Lester had to find the right combination, and he finally did, as you see what we have in front of us. All right, let's go and do a walk-around tour. Lester, tell us some things about the car as we do the walk-around. We'll start from the front and work our way back.
All right. And of course, 2003, as some of you Corvette fans do know, that it is the 50th year of the Corvette. As you can tell by the emblems here, where it says 50th anniversary.
So you see how pretty that emblem was? Really nice stuff there, guys. Really beautiful.
And of course, for those of you that know your Corvettes, that this is not an official 50th anniversary model. The 50th anniversary model, to the best of my knowledge, actually had the burgundy exterior with the tan interior. And of course, it does both in automatic and manual transmission. And the other feature on those were the wheels were a lot different. They had a more specialty wheel for that year.
Right, and you're going to notice too, if you look at the lines on the front here, the front clip and everything on this car, it's gorgeous. You notice too how the lights are actually retract. Isn't that beautiful how they actually retract inside? Beautiful. Let's walk around and check the other side of the car out too while we're at. But yeah, you can see how beautiful. And the paint on this car is absolutely, I got to tell you guys, the paint on this car is absolutely immaculate. If you see this car up close, now like I said, this is going to be in the car shows this season when we start doing our Jimmy Cone car shows and everything. We're going to be having this in those videos as well. If you get a chance, I highly recommend you come out to the Jimmy Cone shows too. Now remember, those are every first and third Saturday too. If you get a chance, usually starting in April and running usually till the end of October if you get a chance. And you can see how nice the wheels and everything are there. Go ahead and show you, look at these calipers too. These calipers here are beautiful too. There's actually red calipers set inside here with white accents. Absolutely gorgeous on those too.
And another thing also to note, that with this generation and most of the generations after, they actually had staggered tire sizes on the front and the rear, whereas the front would be like a 17. This particular generation, it was a 17-inch wheel in the front and 18-inch in the rear, mainly for stability and handling.
Right. And you guys are going to know something too also. This is also convertible too, which is really nice too. You're going to notice the black top and everything on the convertible portion. Really nice too. Got nice scoops here on the side here for the air. Really good stuff.
And of course, an emblem, a nice little emblem that came on there that was actually with the car when I bought it.
Yeah, you got to look at that. So you can see, guys, this car is gorgeous. It hits everything you want to have in a Corvette. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Along with a few extras.
And you're going to see how nice the wheels and everything are too here in the back and everything too. And you can see how beautiful, especially in the sunlight here, you can see how beautiful the paint and everything is here in the sunlight as well.
And of course, also notice the nice polished trim around the side markers there.
Yeah,
Nice
check
added
that out
feature
for
that
you.
came in. Actually, it was on when I bought it.
And something else too, guys, I'll show you too here in the side mirrors too. I wanted to show you too. You should get a chance to see. He actually has. There's actual logo here actually in the mirror itself. Isn't that beautiful how that blends into that mirror? That is gorgeous. And that's something that Lester actually added those to this car. Didn't have this when he got it. Lester's done a number of improvements to this car as well, as you're going to see in this video too. All right, let's check out the back. Lester, tell people about what we did with the tail lights too. We did some improvements back here too.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I actually bought a blackout kit which actually covers both brake lights, the reverse lights, and the third brake light. The actual trim that was actually around the taillights was actually on the car when I bought it.
And you can see how beautiful those accents are around the taillights. Absolutely, that really pops. Really sharp stuff there, guys. I got to tell you, it's sharp.
And also was added when before I bought the car. It actually has a backup camera on there as well.
Right.
It makes it a lot easier to back this thing up, and especially when you got tight spaces.
And one of my favorite parts too, I like, is I love the four exhaust ports, the exhaust pipes coming out the back. That is really sharp too. And you guys notice the Corvette placard he has for the license plate too, that cover. Isn't that awesome?
And also, even though the stock ones came with the quad pipes, this one actually is a little different. It's actually a Flowmaster setup.
Yeah, and I can actually show you on here. These are actually, you can see the Flowmaster logos there on there. So yeah, so these are actually Flowmasters on here too.
It gives it a nice, more aggressive growl to it than standard would have.
Yeah, at the end of the video, we'll let you listen to it. I did a video too. It is amazing. See. And also, let's check out that logo. We'll check out that logo on the trunk then too. Show you what the interior looks like. Beautiful trunk space. And they actually do have some nice trunk space in here too as well.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I actually bought this also. There's another upgrade added to it, which actually helps the sound inside the car where your radio and everything is playing, and it also separates keeps stuff from falling into the passenger compartment.
Yeah, that's really nice. You see how that's pretty that is, guys? Really good stuff there. You can see how clean how clean it is. Huh? There's another beautiful logo and everything there too. Really pops. You can see how the sun's popping off of this now. It's really popping now. Yeah, so that's gorgeous. Let's go ahead and check. Let's go and check out the engine compartment too. We'll check that out, and then we'll do a look at the interior too.
No problem. Let's see what Big Daddy popping under. This is popping under the hood.
Now, something else too, guys, that I've always loved about Corvettes is I always love the way they have the covers and everything on here, but also the way the ports and everything are on the top. I always love the intake. Beautiful manifold, beautiful.
Yes, this is actually an LS1 5.7 liter, which puts out standard 350 horsepower. Of course, there's actually a split in this generation.
I'll walk around to the other side too to show them the other side of the engine.
From 97 to 2000, they were putting out 345 horsepower,
Yep.
whereas
Did you guys notice the intake? Isn't that sharp underneath there? Really good.
Whereas anything after 2001 was putting out 350 horsepower. One of the main differences is the intake you put in, because they start with the Z06s, they started putting the Z06 intakes in them, which gives it a little more power to it.
Right, so you can see, and it is clean inside. It's just as clean inside as it is outside.
And also notice too, I also have a cold air intake, which was actually installed when I actually came with the car.
Now, guys, one interesting thing to point out too. I think I mentioned some of my other videos too. Is that Lester? He has a shop in Gaithersburg called Paint Masters, and I've actually had work done on my car there too. And he's also a part owner at Paint Masters. So when it comes to getting cars and everything worked on, he's a real professional with those. That's one of the reasons this car is so beautifully detailed and everything too as well. You can see this car in the details too. And like I said, when you come out to the shows and see this car, it's even more amazing when you see it in person too. Yeah, let's check out some of the features on the inside too, Lester.
Absolutely.
Now, the one thing, guys, I was going to mention too. Originally I was going to have Lester actually play the stereo, but I'm going to because YouTube lately has been having a lot of copyright issues with music and everything too. I'm going to have him show you what the I'll show you what the stereo and everything looks like and everything, and I'll also show you what the gauge cluster and everything looks like on the inside as well, so you can see that too. Yeah. But now, one thing Lester did do is he let me start with the door pan. Lester did add additional speakers and things to this car as well. He upgraded the speakers and everything as well on the inside here as well.
Yes, the original speakers were the factory speakers from 2003 when the car originally was produced, and then ended up adding a set of Infinity Kappas in both the front door and also the rear compartment,
right
behind where the convertible top goes into place.
And you're going to see here something too. You're going to see the beautiful 50th anniversary logo here on the steering wheel. Absolutely gorgeous there. Then we'll go ahead and show you the speedometer and everything too. As you can see, there's a beautiful gauge panel and everything too there. Really, really cool. We can definitely listen to it, Lester. We'll go ahead and listen to it too. You'll hear how beautiful this car sounds too, as well. Yeah, like I said, guys, with the music, I would love to have you hear the stereo. If you come out to the shows and things like that, it does set that stereo in this car is absolutely amazing. He's also upgraded the stereo as well. This wasn't in the car originally when he got it. This is also an upgraded stereo as well that he upgraded.
Yes, this is actually an Alpine HD 149 BT, which actually had in White Lightning, but
right.
not the same radio out of White Lightning, but basically the same style, same unit, but just different. We basically ended up buying a newer unit when I bought this. Actually, and the crazy thing is, I actually got the radio before I got the car.
Right, and something cool too, guys. He has a backup monitor too.
And also, notice too that also has some stainless steel trim around the some of the bezel in areas.
Right, and that's enhanced there too, as you can see there. And also the center console and everything too, guys. If you look how beautiful the center console and everything is, everything in this car is just a beautiful. I mean, this car was well taken care of, and that's one of the things Lester was telling me, too. The most important thing too, when you buy a car like this, you really need to, a lot of people are buying cars online without looking at them. You really need to go and physically look at a car like this to look at everything that it has. That's one of the best pieces of advice Lester's given me too. Is when you look at something, make sure you go physically look at the car first before you actually buy it, to make sure you're getting what you're seeing in the pictures.
Of course, also I have a short throw shifter that was actually with the car when I bought it.
Right, and a nice little thing here. It's got a little pop up here too, which is
these are not exactly the best of I have, but I did upgrade those as well.
Yeah.
I got a cup holder right here on the driver's side, and also the passenger
and there's a cup holder right here that opens up. Really, really cool stuff.
And also the other thing too.
Oh yeah, you can show them that. Yeah, the rear view mirror, guys.
You also have a heads-up display in here as well, where you can actually see your speed, your tachometer, and your fuel gauge. You can set that up to either your fuel gauge, temperature gauge, or oil gauge. Great feature, especially around here where we got the speed cameras. Does make it a lot easier.
And also the rear view mirror too has enhancements.
Yes, it actually has the steel trim like the rest of the little vents and everything else has as well. Also, another nice feature that was actually really top-notch for its day was the dual-zone air controls.
I didn't know it had that. That is cool.
Yes. And also, let's go ahead and turn this off. Show you a couple of the features we have here as well that I think were mentioned.
Sure.
I got there's also, actually, well, I almost forgot about the pedal enhancements I've had. Also added the aluminum dead pedal, which is right over here, right next to the clutch, and also the accelerator has been upgraded. The accelerator pedal has also been upgraded as well.
Right now, you're all probably wondering how does the actual top go down. I'll have Lester show you how that works as well.
Absolutely.
On the inside in this car. Now, one thing keep in mind, guys, this is a manual top. It's not automatic. This is manual. That's one of the things. Now, Lester's pointing out one of the reasons he wanted to have a manual top is it's going to be fewer problems in the long run for him having a car like this. So you can see it's pretty amazing car. So what we'll do now is let me go ahead and show you. Let's just show you here how the top and everything goes down here.
Right. Actually pretty simple. And you know this feature, if you got your windows up and you're actually putting the top down, your windows will go down. And then just basically go right in place.
And just like that, guys, you got a convertible. And you gotta know something too. I always loved about these. I love the fact too. Something to show you from the inside of the car. It's the fact they have a logo and everything in the back here too. That is just absolute, and it blends in with the paint. And it is amazing.
And also another feature that was actually on the car when I bought it. If you look in the front,
Let me close that door so you can see what that looks like from the side.
And you also notice where the fog lights are at. There's actually grills in there as well.
All right, yeah, let's check that out front. Okay, yeah, I didn't catch that originally. Yeah, I see that now. Oh yeah, guys, that's neat. Really, really neat. And that and you notice too how pretty that is on the front too. Really, and you're gonna also notice too the hood and everything's contoured too. I love the curves and everything on the hood as well.
And also another nice feature that one of the best, coolest features of this car that this was actually the last generation that had this.
All right, yeah. Did you guys? Yeah. Let's just show. Yeah. Did you guys see that there? He'll show that to you one more time. See how those open and close? That is a nice feature. That is really sharp. Well, there you go, guys. So there is Lester's brand new, the brand new Gray Beast. Now, this is going to be at car shows this season, guys. So I highly, like I said, I don't know how many car shows we're going to have. I can tell you that they are starting to lift restrictions in Maryland. So hopefully we will have some more car shows and things as well. There are car shows on the channel as well right now as well. You know, I have car shows from last year as well, and we're going to do as many shows as we can. So if you get a chance, definitely come out to the car shows and get a chance to meet Lester and myself and see the Gray Beast and everything up close. All right, Lester. I want to thank Lester again, by the way, for taking time to show us the Corvette. Now that he has, guys, it is a beauty. If you get a chance, I highly recommend you come out to the shows.
And believe me, like I said, it looks and drives as good as it looks.
Right. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go and wrap up the video here, and I want to thank you, by the way, again, for visiting the Kurt's Place channel here on YouTube, and also checking out the review of Lester's Corvette, the Gray Beast.